Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. So today I'm going to share with you how I made these 3 beautiful DIY fall glam decor pieces using mainly Dollar Tree items. So the first one we're going to be making is this beautiful fall wreath. And what I did was I went ahead and grabbed one of these large metal frame wreaths and I spray painted mine the silver color. You don't necessarily have to spray paint it, but I just chose to go ahead and spray paint mine because I knew that you were going to be able to see a little bit of the frame since I just decided to wrap the mesh around it once. Now you can wrap your mesh around your frame as many times as you like, but again, I just wrapped mine around once, so I knew it was going to be able to see the frame through it, so again, that's why I spray painted it. So once you're done wrapping your mesh around your frame, all you're going to do is just go ahead and cut off that extra mesh that you may have and then just twist it and glue it onto your frame. So again, just cut off that extra mesh and I just held it together, kind of twisted the top and then added some hot glue to my frame and glued that extra piece in order for it to stay in place. So next what I did was I decided to go ahead and get some of these tan glam sunflowers. They have that glitter in the center. They do have a few different colors of these sunflowers, but I just wanted to stick with more of the neutral fall colors. So I decided to go ahead and use some of these light tan color ones. Remove the clip from the back of my sunflower and then I just glued them on to what's going to be the bottom of my frame. So instead of just leaving it with the flowers, I went ahead and grabbed a stem of this orange leaves, and they have glitter on them as well, and decided to cut them into 3 pieces and then just glue them onto my flower as well, just to give it a little bit more glitter, a more glam look. So again, just go ahead and hot glue, adding some hot glue to the back of your sunflower, attach it to wherever you want it to be onto your wreath, and then hold it there for a little while just to make sure it dries, and then you can just start adding the pieces of your leaf all around your sunflowers. So just cut that leaf off of the stem and then again just go ahead and hot glue it onto your wreath just all around the flowers. You can use any color of leaf you like. I know they do have some silver leaves this way as well, so that might be an option if you don't want to use the orange fall colors. So just go ahead and adjust all the little leaves that you added all around your sunflowers, and basically you're done with the bottom part of your wreath. Next, what I decided to do was just grab a different styles of ribbon, at least try to get some of them that are wired, and then cut them all the same size. So I cut about 4 to 5 strips of each one of the color of ribbons that I decided to use. And then all you're going to do is just go ahead and twist it right in the center of that piece of ribbon, and then pinch it with your feet in between your fingers, and just continue that process using one alternate color and then grabbing another color until you make a full-size bow. And then I decided to use a different kind of ribbon, just the smaller ones from Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just using this tan color and then also a white with some gold leaves on it. And I just cut them the same size again and just kind of made that X shape in the center of my bow. And then once I was happy with the amount of ribbons I placed on top, I just grabbed one of the smaller ribbons and then I just tied a knot on the back of my bow. And that's how I kept my bow all in place. You can also use a zip tie to make your bow as well. So just go ahead and double knot it, and there you have it, and just start adjusting your bow and cutting any of the extra pieces to make sure they all are the same length and you like the way it looks. And then figure out where you want to put it on the top part of your wreath, and then just add some hot glue to the back and hold it there so it can stay in place. And there you have it. And what I did was just grab some gold ribbon, some of the thinner ribbon, made a bow, and just a simple bow, and then I just glued it onto the center of my larger bow just to give it some of that little gold touches. Then I added some ribbon in the back with some hot glue in order for me to hang my wreath. So the next project, what I decided to do was make some glam pumpkins, and I just grabbed 2 of these decorative glass bowls and then 1 of these candle holders that you can get at Dollar Tree in a package of 3. And I put some E6000 and hot glue on the top rim of my candle holder, flipped it over to the bottom part of my glass bowl. Then I just let that dry. Next, what I did was grab a package of these leaves and just kind of figure out which ones I wanted to use, how many I wanted to use. Again, you can add as many as you like. That's one of the best parts of doing your own decors for your home. You can personalize them and use them any way you like. So I also grabbed some beads, and then I grabbed some of this wire garland beads as well. And this is what I'm going to add to the top of my pumpkin in order for it to give that pumpkin look. So I just added some hot glue onto the tip of my leaf, and then just kind of designed and shaped them around one side of my large pumpkin. And just add a little bit of hot glue and placed it wherever I wanted to onto the top part of my pumpkin to mimic a stem. Then I grabbed that wiring beads and just kind of twisted it around my finger just to give it that twisty look. And I did 2 of them like that, and also glued them right in between my leaves as well, just to give it the stem look and like a vine from a pumpkin. And I attached everything with just my hot glue gun. Just make sure you do hold it in place until it does dry a little bit in order for it to stay in place. Then grab as many berries as you like, and then add your berries to the bottom part where your leaves are at. That way it can just cover those tips of those twisties that you added onto your pumpkin. Now you can use this just as is with the little light into it in the middle of your pumpkin, just to give it that more glam look, or you can even use it as a candy dish. So basically it's up to you how you want to use this glass pumpkin. So I wanted to make a set, but I didn't want them the same size. So what I decided to do for my second pumpkin was grab 2 of these glass sauce bowls, and these come in 4 in a package. Then I got 1 of these little stems that also you can get at Dollar Tree, and I cut up 1 of the same glitter leaves or gold shimmery leaf, and then make smaller leaves with it, and just cut and kind of the edges of your leaf, and then glue them onto your smaller pumpkin. And again, you can use this for mints, or like I did, just add a tea light candle in here and turn it on and make it a light up pumpkin. So just put a tea light candle in with a smaller pumpkin, just like that. And then you can use one of these push lights for the larger pumpkin. And there you have it. Now for our third and final project, what I decided to do was make a garland using some of these vase fillers. And what I did was grab that bead vine, like a berry vine that you can get at Dollar Tree, of course. Then I just started gluing all of these vase garland, vase balls or fillers onto my vine. And I just kind of went with it and just added a little bit of the green, and then some of the gold, and then again some of the orange, and just continue that process until it was completely full of these vase fillers to mimic more like a berry vine. So I just added a few green, then I started adding a few of the orange, and again just continue this process. This was a little bit more time consuming than what I thought it was going to be, but that's just because you do have to hold each one of these vase filler foam balls onto your vine just a little bit, just to make sure it stays in place, especially when you're trying to add it to the bottom part of your vine. But this was such a cute garland type vine to use, and I think I'll be making one of these for Christmas as well. They typically have these vase fillers every season with the colors of whatever holiday that or season that may be. So I think I'm going to make one for Christmas as well, just doing the same thing but using Christmas color vase fillers. So just continue adding all the different sizes of these vase fillers onto your vine. And you can add as many as you like. Like I said, I am going to basically fill up this vine with all these vase fillers, but you can just leave it as is right now and it will look beautiful this way as well. It's just basically your style and how much you want to add onto your vine. One of the reasons why I love making vine garlands or any kind of garland, from tassels to, maybe some extra rags and fabric that I may have and just tie knots and just different kinds of garlands, is because it's perfect for a vase filler. It's perfect to wrap around any kind of decor piece that you may have, or just that empty shelf that you just need that extra something to decorate with. These vines and garlands are perfect for that. So once you were done making your vine, just go ahead and set it aside. And then I just grabbed some of this tan yarn from Dollar Tree as well, wrapped it around my hand about 10 times just to make a tassel. Just grab some extra yarn, tie a knot on the top, and then tie another knot to the top part of that fabric yarn in order to make a loop. And then I just twisted some in the middle to make that eye of your tassel. I wrapped it around the eye part of my tassel just a few times, and then I just cut off the extra piece and tied a knot to that in order for it to stay in place. Once I was done, I went ahead and just ran my scissors through the bottom in order to open up any of the yarn in order to make it into a tassel. Then I'm just going to go ahead and tie it onto the bottom part or the last part of my vine garland and make it into a decor piece with the tassel at the end. So what I did was grab some more of the ribbon that I used for my previous project, and I just cut it in half and went ahead and did the same thing to make a bow. Just kind of grab them together and pinch them in the middle in order to make that bow. And I just alternated the colors of the ribbons until I was happy with the size of bow that I made. Once I was done doing that, I went ahead and just grabbed one of those extra ribbons and wrap it around the center of my bow and tie a knot in the back. Go ahead and shape your bow up, cut up any extra ribbon that you may have on there if it's a little bit longer, then attach it to the bottom part where your tassel's at. Then I had one of these little miniature gold pumpkins. I believe they were from Michael's last year, and I just added it right to the center of my bow, and there you have your beautiful garland tassel. So again, I hope you enjoyed these projects. Let me know in the comments below which one you're going to be making, or what style are you going to be decorating your home for the holidays. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.